The Infj stereotype. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that today, people. Is there a stereotype at Infj? I don't know. From my standpoint, I'm going to say no. You ever see those AI videos here on YouTube? And they paint them out to be these people that are, very compassionate. They make it sound like these INFJs are so like, you call them up on the phone and they'll drop whatever they're doing and they'll rush over to you and they'll start confiding in you and they'll listen to your problem and they'll sit in there, listening to every word you say and they'll have their hands on your shoulder and they'll look all compassionate and they'll hug you and all that. I'm here to tell you that ain't true. Okay. That's not true. And then there's some other stereotypes out there too. Like, for instance, they talk about the INFJ man, and they say, usually, typically, they have they're very, very clean. Their house may be immaculate. Everything's in order. They have everything lined up, and they have everything just like perfectly arranged and things like that. In fact, they hang their clothes up in the closet in such a way where they're all by color and by design and things like that, and they're all kind of segregated in the closet and everything. I'm here to tell you that's not true. That's not true at all. You know what I mean? And typically, now, an INFJ man is selective cleanliness, okay? And what I mean by that is, for example, maybe they'll pick up all the clutter. They'll make sure the trash is taken out. They'll pick the trash up off the floor. They'll make sure piles of stuff aren't cluttering things up. They'll make sure that's what I'm talking about. There's no clutter piling up. They might not wipe down things, and maybe twice a year, maybe, they'll clean their entire house. I mean, top to bottom, everything. But then in between those months, things start, getting out of it a little bit. And then they go back and they might clean them up twice a year, like I said. But for the most part, they're always taking care of the clutter around them. That's more what I'd say is the normal, version. And as far as an INFJ's heart goes, and they talk about how warm and compassionate and deep it is and understanding and so selfless and all that. Okay, maybe that's true, but let me tell you something. It takes a long time to find that, okay? And they don't just give that to anybody. Here's an example. You ever take an oyster? You must have shucked an oyster before in your life. Oysters get that shell, and that thing is tough. I mean, it is a tough shell. That thing is tough to crack. I mean, it's impervious in some ways. You got to get that tool in there just right, and you got to know how to kind of twist it just right to open that thing up. But when you do get in the middle of it, that oyster is just nothing but a puddle of goo. That's all it is. Well, really, in a sense, that's the INFJ's heart. But trust me, it's real tough to get to the middle of that thing. It really is. Well, anyway, people, just thought you'd like to know.